All right, we are now on to step 4. This is where we take everything we've created and we put it together. So we've created the shell of our site. We have created our Google document. We have created a Google form using the questions from the Google document. So now we're just putting it all together. So go ahead, come up here, make sure you are signed in with your correct Clovis Unified account. You're going to go to Sites. You're going to find your digital classroom that you created. And the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to share it, because now we're going to start putting content into this site. So click on the share button. Right now when I hover, it has a lock and it says private only to me. So we're going to click share. With something like a digital classroom, I would change access to anyone with the link. That means people can't search for your material, but if you provide anyone the link, they can go to your site. So the link to this page is something you would put in Google Classroom, and then the students click on the link and they'll go to this site to do the reading and answer the questions in the Google form. So anyone with the link. Click Save. Okay, go back to your digital classroom. And now if you look up on the share settings, if you hover, anyone with the link, and it tells you how it's saved, so you know that people can access it. Okay, now for the fun part. We're going to edit your digital classrooms to start putting in that digital content. So we're just going to start on the home screen. We're going to click on Edit Page. You can take out the word home. Now we're going to type in the title. This is what's going to show up in the tab on your site. Okay, so the body of your page, we need to change the layout. So click on Layout. You're going to pick 2-column simple. We're going to put the document on this side. We're going to put the form on this side. So click in the first column. We're going to insert from Drive a document. And it knows the last thing you've worked on in the documents. So there it's probably going to be right there at the top, the 5-second rule. Going to select it. I don't include a border, and I'm not going to include the title. I put that at the top. The width I'm going to leave empty because I want it to fill that entire column. The height of 600 pixels, I may change that to 800 just to make it a little bit longer, a little less scrolling. And click Save. You're going to see this widget show up. Don't worry about that for right now. The document will show up when we save. So now we're going to put the form on this side. We go through the same thing. We're going to say Insert from Drive, but this time we're going to say a form. And then there's my 5-second rule form. I'm going to select that. The width, I'm going to leave it empty, so it's going to fill it. I'm not going to put a border around it or include a title. I'm going to click Save. You're going to see the widget on that side. Now when you click Save, you'll see both items show up on your site. So now, yes, we changed the font to 24. Look how nice it looks. You can read it all. Okay? And as the students scroll through, they can see the entire story. And as they scroll down your form, they can see all of the questions. Okay. And some of you might start wondering, well, where is it on, how do I get to this? Where is the tab? Okay, so let me show you how to put tabs on. You're going to click on your gear. You're going to go to Edit Site Layout. And make sure your horizontal navigation is selected. And now you can see that it's showing up there, the 5-second rule. So those are the things you check for. Is it showing up in the tab? Yes. Do I have my title? I can easily read the story, and my form is there and ready to go. Next time you want to add another one, you're just going to click the Create page. You're going to give your page a name. So we're going to say Next Story. I'm going to say Create. And you're going to have your Next Story tab. It doesn't show here. You're going to have to do that same thing. You're going to save it, click on the gear, edit site layout, click on the header, and we're going to add the page, next story. And so when we click OK, you're going to see that the next story tab shows up. Okay. So if I click there, then I can add my content for my next story. So I think that covers the basics, but let me show you how you give the students the link. So if we want them to do the 5-second rule activity, you're going to click on the page, highlight the URL for that page. You're going to copy this, and this is the link that you're going to push out to them with a QR code. You can push it out to them in Google Classroom. If you're adept at this, you can make a tiny URL and have them type it in to get here, but this is how you're going to get them to this page for the reading and the form.